So if you stumbled upon this video and you're a first-time father in his first year, I think this video can help you. I'm a father of three, and I've gone through the first year of fatherhood 3 times. And I know the mental anguish it can have on the mind. And I know when I went through it, I had questions that I sometimes kept to myself and would never address internally. And it made fatherhood a lot more difficult. 5 years into my fatherhood journey now, I have a 5-year-old son, a 3-year-old daughter, and just recently a almost 1-year-old daughter now. And I think at this point in my life, I have the experience, I have the maturity, and I have the time to make these videos addressing some of those questions that I think can really help a new dad out there who is struggling in their first year. So am I doing enough to help my baby develop? I think you're gonna realize that your baby's gonna develop with or without you, right? But what you can do is you can put them in situations that allow them to develop. I remember there was this one time in my early fatherhood journey where my daughter was just so fussy, just kept crying, and even holding her would cause her to cry, and so I had decided just to move her to the rocking chair, and I decided just to say shh every few seconds, and that seemed to do the trick. And at the time, it didn't seem like very much, right? But looking back on it now, I think my daughter was just learning me, right? She was learning the world around her. She was only 10 weeks, and everything's so new, right? She's just starting to open up her eyes, and it's a scary world out there for her, and it just seemed like something so ordinary, right? Just grabbing her and putting her on the rocking chair and just saying shh. But I'd like to think that I was putting her in a position to develop, right? To recognize my voice, to learn, all the cues, have her open up all her senses, and just know that as a father, she had someone that was going to look after her and to comfort her. As routine as the act was, right? The act of just taking her and putting her on a rocking chair and speaking to her, right? Just saying shh. But I think one thing I've come to realize about fatherhood is that, yeah, like I said, it's gonna happen. They're gonna grow with or without you, right? And things take time. But instead of just trying to create a program for them, I just try to, I think it's important to just put them in situations and just watch how they react. Not forcing anything, not getting frustrated that they're not picking things up. I realize that kids, with 3 kids, they all grow at different rates, Nothing's by the book. My daughter, she's almost 1 now, and she can't stand up without assistance, but every day I'm trying to just have her stand up, assisted, leaning on something, and one day she'll get it, right? One day she'll develop the strength to walk on her own. But right now she can't, and I can't force anything. I can't force it. I can't be militant about it, and babies are all different shapes and sizes and different temperaments and different physical statures and different strengths that it'll happen eventually, right? I just got to keep putting her in a position where she's actually standing up so that she eventually will walk and eventually will stand on her own. But, I never get too hard on myself, and I don't think you should get too hard on yourself in terms of, are you doing enough to help them develop? Because, it's going to happen, right? It's just going to happen. So don't be too hard on yourself. Just allow things to happen, right? Allow things to grow, right? Just be there and just, give them that 20% and hopefully they take it from there, right? Hopefully they do the remaining 80%, but give them that bump, right? Give them that opportunity to develop, and before you know it, they'll be running around the house and talking and smiling, right? But just enjoy. Don't get too fussed up on the milestones and the dates, and just watch it happen, man. Because when it does happen, when they begin to walk, that's when the fun truly happens, right? So, yeah, you don't want to miss it. Don't be too hard on yourself. Kids will grow without you, right? They'll grow without you, and eventually they'll be out of the house, but until then, you're there to watch it all happen, right?